Hello class 8, how are you all? So today is the last class of chapter 3, okay, and whatever we studied last time, first of all we will revise, then we will move on the new point, okay. So you can see the first topic we studied last time. Yes, we studied about plastic. Yes. So, what is plastic? Plastic is a polymer. Plastic is a polymer. And what is the meaning of polymer? Polymer means when small units combine, they form a large unit which is known as polymer. Here, the meaning of unit means chemical substances. Okay, remember it. And plastic is a polymer like the synthetic fiber. All plastic do not have the same type of arrangement of units. Yes, remember kids, the arrangement of unit means carbon molecule, or you can say chemical substances. Okay, unit means carbon molecule, or you can say chemical substances. So the arrangement of units is not in the same type. Yes, you can see in the picture A and B, two type of arrangement. Okay, in some it is linear, and whereas in other it is cross-linked. Yes, in some plastic the arrangement is linear, and in some it is cross-linked. Okay, you can see in the picture, the above picture is actually showing linearity and downside cross-linked. Okay, plastic articles are available in all possible shapes and sizes. Yes, all the plastics item are available in different shape and different sizes. Okay, so we use plastic for many purpose. Okay, now let's study the next point. Okay kids, next topic is you can see, now we will study the type of plastic. Okay, now we will study the type of plastic. So there are two type of plastic: thermoplastic and thermosetting plastic. Okay, thermoplastic and thermosetting plastic. You can see some uses in the picture. Okay, you can see some uses in the picture. You can see the chair, you can see bucket, you can see glass, you can see bike. So plastic is used to make many things. Plastic is used to make many things. Okay, when we add hot water, to a plastic bottle, then what happens, kid? Yes, we know that it gets deformed. But if you add hot water in some other plastic, then what will happen? It will not get deformed. It shows that plastic can get deformed and plastic cannot get deformed. There are two type of plastic. Okay, so it shows that plastic, there are two type of plastic: thermoplastic and thermosetting plastic. So such plastic which gets deformed on heating and can be bent easily are known as thermoplastic. Yes, such plastic which gets deformed easily, yes, whose shape can be changed, which gets deformed means changing in shape, whose shape can change. So such plastic which gets deformed easily on heating and can be bent easily are known as thermoplastic. Okay, so what are the examples of thermoplastics? Yes, some examples given on the screen: polythene and PVC are some of the examples of thermoplastic. Polythene and PVC. PVC, full form of PVC is polyvinyl chloride. Okay, polyvinyl chloride. I hope you understood. Now let's move on the next point. Okay kids, now let's study thermosetting plastic. Thermosetting plastic. So we studied about thermoplastic. Yes, what is thermoplastic? Can you define thermoplastic? Yes, such plastic which gets deformed easily on heating and can be bent easily are known as thermoplastic, like polythene and PVC. And what is thermosetting plastic? Such plastic which molded once cannot be softened again. Yes, such plastic when which molded once, yes, when we change shape one time, then we cannot change shape again. When we change shape of it one time, then we cannot change shape second time. Okay, so such plastics which when molded once, such plastics which when molded once cannot be softened by heating, yes, cannot be softened by heating, these are known as thermosetting plastic. Yes, so which are the thermosetting plastic? Bakelite and melamine. Yes, these are the examples of thermosetting plastic, bakelite and melamine. Now we will study about bakelite and melamine. Okay, if you have not written all these, then you can write down. Okay, so here the meaning of mold, M-O-U-L-D, M-O-U-L-D, M-O-U-L-D. Here the meaning of mold is changing in shape, changing in shape and size. Okay, so on the other hand, there are some plastic which when molded cannot be softened by heating again. These are known as thermosetting plastic. Okay, I hope you understood. Now let's move on to the next point. Okay, kids, now let's study about bakelite. Yes. First thing is bakelite is poor conductor of heat and electricity. Yes. Remember kids, it is a poor conductor of heat and electricity. Means it does not allow heat and electricity. Conductor means the materials which allow the heat and electricity. Material through which heat and electricity can pass are known as conductor. And what is the meaning of poor conductor? Material through which current cannot pass. Yes, material through which current cannot pass are known as bakelite. Okay, it is used for making electrical switches, handles of utensils. Yes, remember kids, uses of bakelite. It is used for making electrical switches, handles of various utensils. Yes, it is used to make switch, plastic switch. Yes, and it is used to make the handle of many utensil. Yes, handle of many utensil made from bakelite. Why do we make handles of utensil from bakelite? Because when we cook something in utensil, the handle become hot, the handle become warm. But bakelite is poor conductor of heat and electricity, so it will not become warm because the heat will not flow through it. Okay, I hope you understood. Now let's move on to the next point. Okay, it's melamine. Actually, melamine is a versatile material. Yes, it is versatile material. It is used for making many things. Yes, most important characteristic of melamine is it does not catch fire. Yes, it doesn't get catch by fire. Okay, it means it resists fire. Yes, it can stop fire and can tolerate heat more than bakelite. Yes, it can tolerate heat. Yes, more than bakelite. It has tolerance capacity to resist the heat, to resist the fire, and it resists fire and can tolerate heat and better than other plastic. Yes, it's better than other plastic. Yes, more better than other plastic. Okay, that's why it is used for making many things. It is used for making many things, like it is used for making floor tiles. Yes, tiles, two kind of tiles. First stone tile, second is plastic tile. And many people use plastic tile in at their shop, in their house. So many people use plastic tile is also good because it's a fascinating color, look, Good, because it is a versatile material. Melamine is a versatile material. Kitchenware, yes, we use in kitchenware, making many things of kitchen made of melamine. And fabrics which resist fire, yes, it is also used to make such kind of clothes which can stop fire. Okay, I hope you understood. Now let's move on the next point. Okay, it's now the question is, can plastic react with chemical? Can plastic react with other material that we store in any plastic thing? Yes, can plastic react with any chemical, or can plastic react with any other material that we store in that thing, in that plastic jar, container, anything? No, plastic doesn't react because plastic is non-reactive. Plastic is non-reactive. Okay, you know, when metals come like iron. If I talk about iron, when iron come in contact with air and water, means when it is exposed to moisture and air, it gets rusted. Yes, it gets rusted. Means it gets corrode. Why? Because it is reactive. Yes, it is more reactive with moisture and air. But plastic is not reactive with moisture and air. Yes, metals like iron get rusted when left exposed to moisture and air, but plastics do not react with water. Plastic do not react with water and air. Yes, they are not corroded easily. Yes, they do not get rusted easily. Corroded, corrosion, CORROSION, corrosion. What is the meaning of corrosion? The process of getting rust of brown color. That's why we use them for many purpose. Yes, that's why we use plastic for many purpose. Yes, that is why they are used to store various kind of material. Yes, we use them to store many materials, including many chemicals. Okay, this is the first characteristic of plastic. Okay, remember kids. So what is the first characteristic of plastic? Plastic is non-reactive. Okay, now let's see the next characteristic. Okay kids, the next characteristic is plastic is light, strong and durable. Yes, since plastic is very light, strong and durable, can be molded into different shape and sizes. It is used for various purposes. Plastics are generally cheaper than metals. They are widely used in industry for household articles. Yes, kids, remember that plastic is light. Yes, plastic is strong, plastic is durable. Durable means long lasting. Okay, so plastic can be used for many years continue. It is light, so we can easily lift it. It is strong, it means it cannot break easily. It is unbreakable. Yes, many plastics are unbreakable, they cannot break easily, and can be molded into different shape and size. Yes, we can change its shape, but thermoplastic shape can be changed. Thermosetting plastic shape cannot be changed, only once can be changed. Okay, it is used for various purposes. Yes, you can see in the picture, it is used to make many bottles, jar. Okay, now next point is, they are widely used in industry and household article. Yes, mainly plastic is used in industry. Yes, in industry. And second is, it is used to make household article. Yes, many household articles are made of plastic. Please write down, I am giving you 10 seconds. So kids, I hope you understood that since plastic is very light, strong, durable and can be molded into different shape and sizes, it is used for various purposes. Plastic are generally cheaper than metal. They are widely used in industry and household and article. I hope you understood. Now let's move on the next point. So kids, we studied 2 characteristic of plastic. First characteristic is plastic is non-reactive. Second characteristic is plastic is light, strong and durable. Yes, we studied two property, or you can say two characteristic. First characteristic or property is plastic is non-reactive. Second characteristic or property is plastic is light, strong and durable. Now next characteristic is plastics are poor conductor. Okay, plastics are poor conductor. There are two type of conductor, good conductor and poor conductor. Okay, remember kids, there are two type of conductor, good conductor and poor conductor. Good conductor are those through which easily heat and electricity can pass, and poor conductor are those through which heat and electricity cannot pass. Okay, so plastics are poor conductor of heat and electricity. Yes, it is actually poor conductor of heat and electricity. That is why electrical wires have plastic covering. You know, wire, copper wire has covering that is actually made of plastic. Yes, copper wire has covering that is actually made of plastic. And handles of screwdriver, yes, we use it to open many electrical equipment, many electrical item. Yes, we use screw to open many electrical things like TV, fridge, okay, mobile. So the handle of screwdriver is also made of plastic to save us from electricity. So as mentioned above, handles of frying pans are also made of plastic. Yes, the handle of frying pan handle is also made of plastic. Yes. Okay. So please write down. I am giving you 10 seconds. So kids, plastic are poor conductor. Okay, plastic are poor conductor of heat and electricity. That is why electrical wires have plastic covering, and handles of screwdriver are made of plastic as mentioned above. Handles of frying pans are also made of plastic. I hope you understood. Now let's move on to the next point. Okay kids, now let's study the new point, relation of plastic with environment. Okay, relation of plastic with environment. If you take plastic and try to decompose it, means dig a pit. First of all, do a work in dig a pit. Put the plastic in it, cover it, then cover it. Okay, now dig one more pit, put kitchen waste like fruits waste, vegetable waste, and then cover it with soil. Okay, now after 1 or 2 weeks, check out these pit. You will found that fruits and vegetable waste has rotten, but the waste of plastic has not. Why? Because plastic is non-biodegradable. Okay, plastic is non-biodegradable and fruits, vegetables are biodegradable. Now what is the meaning of biodegradable and non-biodegradable? Material which gets decomposed through natural process, means by the action of bacteria. Yes, materials such substances which can decompose by the action of bacteria are known as biodegradable, and material which cannot decompose by natural process, means by the action of bacteria, are known as non-biodegradable. A material which gets decomposed through natural process such as action by bacteria is called biodegradable, and a material which is not easily decomposed by natural process is termed as non-biodegradable. Okay, I hope you understood. Please write down. I am giving you 10 seconds. So kids, there are two type of material, biodegradable and non-biodegradable, on the basis of decomposition. So a material which gets decomposed through natural process such as action by bacteria is called biodegradable, and a material which is not easily decomposed by natural process is termed as non-biodegradable. And remember kids, plastic is non-biodegradable, okay? All the plastics are non-biodegradable. Now let's move on the next point. Okay kids, look this picture. You can see some examples, some waste example. Some of them are biodegradable and some of them are non-biodegradable. Okay, it is showing that how much time will it take to degenerate, okay, to decompose them. How much time do they take to decompose? First is peels of vegetables and fruits, leftover food stuff, etc. Yes, peels of vegetables and fruits, leftover food stuff. Yes, all these things take 1 to 2 weeks for decomposition. So they are biodegradable. Paper, if I talk about paper, they take 10 to 30 days for decomposition. So they are also biodegradable. Cotton clothes take 2 to 5 months to decompose, so they are biodegradable. Wood takes 10 to 15 years for decomposing. Yes, wood take too much time. Cotton take also too much time, so they are also biodegradable. And woolen clothes can also decompose, but they take around 1 year, so they are also biodegradable. But if I talk about the metal like tin, aluminium, all the metal, iron, gold, silver, they take 100 to 50, 100 to 500 year for decomposing. That's why they are taking too much time. They are taking long time. That's why they are non-biodegradable. If I talk about plastic and plastic bag, they take several years for decomposing. Yes, they take several years for decomposing. That's why they are non-biodegradable. Please draw the index and make it. Please draw. I'm giving you some time. So kids, now you know that peels of vegetable and fruits are biodegradable. So which things are biodegradable? As you can see, peels of vegetable, fruits, leftover food stuff, paper, cotton clothes, wood, woolen clothes, all these are biodegradable. Okay, while tin, aluminium, metal can, plastic bag, these are non-biodegradable. Okay, now let's move on the next point. Okay, on the basis of previous index, let's study about plastic relation with the environment. Some plastic takes several years to decompose. It is not environment friendly. Yes, some plastic can take many years for decomposing. They are not good for environment. Yes, why are they not good for environment? Check the next line. In next line written, it causes environment pollution. Yes, when we burn them, it causes pollution. Besides, the burning process in the synthetic material is quite slow, and they burn at a very slow rate. Yes, they release more pollution, they release more smoke, they release more carbon monoxide and many chemicals they release. And it does not get completely burned easily. Yes, they do not burn completely easily. Okay, in the process, it releases lots of poisonous fumes into the atmosphere, causing air pollution. Yes, it releases lots of poisonous, POISONOUS. So it releases lots of poisonous fumes into the atmosphere, causing air pollution. That's why air pollution occur. Why does air pollution occur? Because plastic release lots of poisonous fume. Yes, and they burn slow rate. They cannot burn completely easily. Okay, please write down. I'm giving you 10 seconds. So kids, I hope you understood. Since plastic takes several years to decompose, it is not environment friendly, it causes environmental pollution. Besides, the burning process in the synthetic material is quite slow and it does not get completely burned easily. In the process, it releases lot of poisonous fume into the atmosphere, causing air pollution. Please write down. Okay, now let's see the next point. So kids, the question is, what should we do? Yes, what should we do? So you can see how can we save us from plastic? How can we save pollution? How can we save means how can we avoid? Okay, here the meaning is avoid. Okay, so you can see avoid the use of plastic as far as possible. Yes, we should not use too much plastic. Okay, avoid the use of plastic as far as possible. Make use of bag made of cotton and jute when you go for shopping. Yes, you should use bag made of cotton and jute instead of using plastic bag. Yes, try to not use plastic. Try to not use plastic. Instead of using plastic, use bag made of cotton and jute. Okay, when you go for shopping, the biodegradable and non-biodegradable wastage should be collected separately and decompose of separately. Okay, yes, you should collect biodegradable waste in another dustbin and non-biodegradable waste in another dustbin, like glass. Okay, plastic you should collect in another dustbin, and household waste you should collect in another dustbin. It is better to recycle the plastic waste. Yes, we should recycle them. Most of the thermoplastic can be recycled. Yes, most of the thermoplastic can be recycled. Make a list of items that can be recycled. Please write down. I am giving you 10 seconds. So kids, I hope you understood that what should we do, how can we avoid plastic. So we should use bag made of cotton and jute, okay, when we go for shopping. And we should collect biodegradable waste and non-biodegradable waste in separately, okay, and these dispose of separately. It is better to recycle plastic waste. Okay, now let's move on the next point. So kids, as a responsible citizen member, we should follow 4R rule. Yes, we should follow which rule? 4R rule. Yes, as a responsible citizen we should follow it. So what is 4R rule? R means reduce, R for reduce, R for reuse, R for recycle, and R for recover. Reduce means we should try to avoid it. Yes, we should try to avoid it. We should not use. We should use instead of using plastic, we should use cotton and jute bag. Cloth bag we should use. Okay. Reuse. Yes, we can reuse the plastic. Like we buy the color. When we buy bucket of color, when we buy the bucket of color, we can use the bucket again. We can use the bucket again for taking a bath and for many other things. Okay, we should recycle it. Yes, we can recycle it. Many plastic can be recycled, can be molded again. Recover. Yes, we can again recover them. We can make again many things from them. Okay. So develop a habit which are environment friendly. Develop a habit which are environment friendly. Okay. I hope you understood. Now let's move on the next point. Okay kids, now let's see some more ways how to avoid plastic, how to use plastic. Okay, point wise, 3 point I have written. Do not throw plastic bag in the water body on the road. Yes, we should not throw plastic bag in water body or on the road. You know, when you throw polythene on the road, when it is eaten by animal can die. Yes, plastic can be eaten by animals like cow. Okay, and they can die, and you might have seen a dead cow which inside has many polythene. Next is take a cotton carry bag or a jute bag while going for shopping. Yes, please try to understand, dear kids, try to understand. Tell your parents that don't take plastic bag, don't take polythene bag from shopkeeper. You know, when you go to shopkeeper give you polythene bag, but try to avoid, don't take polythene bag from shopkeeper. Take carry bag or jute bag, take carry bag or jute bag from shopkeeper. Next point is try to minimize the use of plastic material. Use the steel lunch box instead of plastic one. Yes, try to minimize the use of plastic material. Don't buy plastic lunch box. I know the outer covering of lunch box can be of plastic, but the inside it can be of steel. So try to minimize it, try to avoid it, try to minimize. Yes, okay, please write down. I'm giving you 10 seconds. Okay kids, I hope you understood. First point is do not throw plastic bag in water body or on the road. Take a cotton carry bag or jute bag while going for shopping. Try to minimize the use of plastic material. Use a steel lunch box instead of plastic. Now let's move on the last point. Okay kids, as you can see the question, explain some properties of plastic. Yes, explain some properties of plastic. You know, first property is plastic is non-reactive. Yes, metals like iron get rusted when left exposed to moisture and air, but plastic do not react with water and air. That is why they are used to store various kind of material, including many chemical. Second property is plastic is light, strong and durable. Okay, since plastic is very light, strong, durable and can be molded into different shape and sizes, it is used for making various purposes. Plastic are generally cheaper than metal. Okay, that's why they are used in industry and household article. And we know that plastic are poor conductor of heat and electricity. Yes, that is why they are used. Plastic is used electrical wire and have plastic covering, and handles of screwdriver are made of plastic. Yes, frying pans are also made of plastic. Okay, I hope you understood. Now let's see the next question. Question number 2, define biodegradable and non-biodegradable substances. Yes, define biodegradable and non-biodegradable substances. Such substances, okay, such kind of substances which gets decomposed by the action of bacteria are known as biodegradable substances, and such substances which doesn't decompose by the action of bacteria are known as biodegradable substances. One more definition: a material which gets decomposes through natural process such as action by bacteria is called biodegradable, and a material which is not easily decomposed by natural process is termed as non-biodegradable. Next question is explain the effect of plastic on environment. Yes, what are the effect of plastic on environment? Yes, since we know that plastic takes several years to decompose. It is not environment friendly. It causes environmental pollution. Yes, besides the burning process in the synthetic material is quite slow and it does not get completely burned easily. In the process it releases lots of pollution fumes into the atmosphere, causing air pollution. So what should we do? We should not throw plastic bag in water body on the road. We should take a cotton or carry bag or jute bag while going for shopping. Try to minimize the use of plastic material. Okay. I hope you understood. Now the chapter is over. Now we will meet in next class with new chapter. Till then, bye bye.